guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be a very short Q&A just about some stuff like moving to America, because I've been getting some questions recently and I just want to answer them. A lot of them are answered in one of my blog posts, which I will link below. I have two blog posts up. One is about how to save money on the J1 graduate visa. The other one is about moving to New York, but I wanted to cover some of the questions here in person. So yeah, I'll link everything below. I know I haven't been on here in a while and I am sorry. I don't know if I'm sorry to you or I'm sorry to myself. Bit of both, I think. But yeah, I wanted to start back on YouTube, get up and going. I'm finally kind of settling in here in New York, so it's a perfect time. I bought myself new lights. You can probably see the sweat dripping off me because of these lights. It makes everything so much more in focus. But yeah, it's really humid here. That's why I have my hair in a bun, because it's just gone nuts, and I can't have the aircon on while I'm filming this because it's really loud and would interrupt all my talking, and who would want that? Who would want anything to interrupt my talking? Maybe you guys. Okay, so I'm going to get straight into it. I have some questions here on my phone. So yeah, question number one is, how long have I been living here? The Thursday past, today's the 1st of July, so Thursday past I would have been here 6 weeks, so I'm here about 6.5 weeks, and I'm finally starting to settle in. I have my own house, my own bed, my own room, my own rails, place to hang my clothes up, place to put my stuff, place to chill out, and yeah, it's brilliant. I'm so happy. Question number two that I'm getting a lot is, what visa am I on? Now, as I said before, I do have a full blog post on this, and I will leave the link below, and that blog post also tells you how you can save money on this visa, so going with different companies, research, etc. But yeah, I'm on the J1 graduate visa, which lasts for 1 year. You get like 14 months, because you get 30 days before if you want to take them to like move over here and get sorted and get a house and stuff, and then you get 30 days after to like move out or go traveling or like do whatever you want in those 30 days. So yeah, it's 14 months, so I'll still be here like this time next July, I think I'll be moving, so like this time next year. Yeah, it's the J1 graduate visa, and I will leave a link to the blog post below. The third question I'm getting is, where am I living? So I'm living in Woodlawn, which is in the Bronx. It's a little bit far out, but yeah, I'll cover that in the next question. I'm living in Woodlawn. It's a very Irish area. You could not get homesick here. Like, you hear more Irish than Americans. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I like it at the minute. I don't know if I was to stay in America, if I was to get sponsorship or apply for another visa or anything, I don't know if I'd stay here. I probably want to move closer and like get into more of the American culture and stuff. But yeah, it's really nice now, and everyone's so friendly and helpful, and it's really good. The fourth question I've been getting up from people who know that I'm living in Woodlawn is, how far away is it from Manhattan? So we get a bus to the subway station, and then we get the 4 train if we want to go into Times Square, so it leaves us at Grand Central, and then we get the shuttle from Grand Central to Times Square, and that's like the centre of everything. But yeah, it takes around anything up to an hour and 10 minutes, which sounds horrible, but Woodlawn is the like first stop going into Manhattan and the last stop coming out from the city. So like going in, you're guaranteed to have a seat the full way, where you can like watch your favourite YouTubers or research some stuff for work or flick through your Instagram. It's just, it doesn't seem as long as that, or if you have company it like seems even shorter, so it's not that bad. I don't mind it at the minute. As I said, I probably want to live closer to the city if I was going to stay any longer than the year, but it is fine for me now. Question number 5 is, how did I find accommodation? A lot of people ask this question because it is difficult, and I said in my recent blog post that it was difficult. We slept on sofas for 2 weeks, and I am so grateful for those sofas, but I am so grateful to have my own bed after sleeping on those sofas. So the experience does teach you something. But yeah, we found accommodation just by asking people around, so like friends of friends. A lot of people around here say that, like, go into the bars, go into the shops, look at signs that are up, the Ashton Irish Community Centre, the Emerald Isle Immigration Centre, loads of places like that have like accommodation ads. Call people, call into bars and ask if people know anything about it. don't just use Craigslist and online stuff and brokers, because that will cost you a lot of money too. Try and get to the landlords themselves. That's what we did, and we got a good deal out here. Now Manhattan is going to be a lot more expensive, but if you're like willing to share a room and stuff, you can get good deals. Oh my god, do you hear that thunder? There's going to be a thunderstorm. Craig and Melissa are going to get soaked coming home from work. God love them. But yeah, ask around, get to know people, and you will find accommodation. Question number 5 is it easy to get around? Yes, it is so easy to get around. Like at home, especially where I'm from, like Buncrana, there's not that much public transport if you want to get places. Fair enough, there's taxis and stuff, but like over here there's a bus very, very frequently, like every 10 to 15 minutes during the day, and then maybe every 20 to 40 minutes at night, but still there's always going to be a bus going, and there's always subways going into the city, or like to surrounding areas. So yeah, it's really easy to get around. There's 2 apps as well, Uber and Lyft, which I'm sure you've all heard of. But yeah, Uber and Lyft. Uber Pool is where you like get into a taxi with other people who are kind of going the same direction, so it's cheaper. Or like get into a Lyft or an Uber with a group of friends and just split it. It's not that expensive. It does work out quicker and stuff, especially if you're in a rush. But yeah, it's so easy to get around. Like, it's so easy to get places here. Question number 7 is it scary moving away from home? And the answer is yes. Of course it's scary moving away from home. I moved away to college when I was 18, and that was one of the scariest things ever, and I was going to live with family. But yeah, moving to New York was probably one of the scariest things I've done. But like, if you're thinking about it, do it, because it's so worth it. Like, your independence, just learning your independence, like moving away from home, even if you're a homebird and you just want to go backpacking for 3 weeks, that's kind of like moving out for 3 weeks. It's so good. I went to Vietnam and Thailand, and it was amazing. It was scary, like, but there's things happening all over the world. If you don't do it, you don't know. Like, it's so much fun. It's just great. Like, just be sensible, have your wits about you, and you'll have the time of your life. Question number 8 is tips or tricks for like getting furniture and stuff for your house. So I again have a whole section on this in my Moving to New York blog post, which I will link below, but I'll include some clips here of me like building my Ikea rails and stuff, and they were so cheap. I'll leave a link to them below as well. Anything I mention in this video, I will leave a link below to it. Yeah, furniture, you just need to research. So like, it's so easy because Amazon Prime and stuff have next day delivery, and it's next day delivery. Sometimes you get same day delivery here. It's great. Like it's not like living in the countryside of rural Ireland looking to order stuff. It's on your doorstep like that. Beds and stuff, there's loads of discount places. People leave furniture in the streets here. It's just so easy. Like, just do some research, look around, and you will be sorted. Question number 9 is best places to see. I'm actually embarrassed to say I've been here 6.5 weeks and barely seen any of New York. We did go to the BRONX Zoo, which is a good tourist attraction. Yeah, BRONX Zoo is really good, and it's free on Wednesdays, so we were cheapskates and went then. But I'll definitely go back to do all the attractions with it, like kayaking and like different things. They're open new parts of the zoo, like the gorilla place and stuff, which will be really cool. I've seen like Times Square and stuff. The first time I went there I was kind of like, because I was so stressed when I moved over, I was like, oh, Times Square, right, okay. But then my friend Melissa came over and we went in as tourists, and she was like really amazed by it, so that made me think, oh my god, I'm in New York, this is Times Square, this is amazing. It was just, it was surreal, just sitting on the steps and looking out at all the buildings. It was just like wow, I've seen this on TV but I've never been here. Yeah, this is my first time to America and I moved here. So yeah. And question number 10 is the last question I'm going to cover today, but I've been getting it a lot, and it's, is it expensive to live here? The answer is yes. Everything is so much more expensive than home. So like, rent is more expensive, groceries are more expensive, trying to eat healthy is really expensive. Fruit and veg and like different things are so expensive. Everything's like by the pound, so you don't know what you're going to be paying until you get there, because you can't really weigh stuff around there. So I don't know, it's just weird. We live across from a supermarket called Seatown, and it is a robbery, an absolute robbery. Like, you pay $6-7 for a box of cereal, like, yeah. But it's fine, it's manageable. The rent is more expensive, but like, it's grand. It really, really is grand. So that's all my questions that I'm going to cover today. If I keep talking, my camera is probably going to die, because we all know Aoife loves talking. I talk to a brick wall if it would talk back. But yeah, I just wanted to check in and make sure you all know that I am still here. I am not gone from YouTube. I want to keep this going, and where else to try and do what I love than New York. So yeah, I've got my new lights. I'm ready for action. There's going to be a couple of videos up over the next 2 or 3 weeks. I bought some stuff in the Zara sale, so keep an eye out for a haul video. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe if you don't find my voice too annoying. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time. Bye. Yay, I don't have to live out of suitcases anymore. I just have to decide where these are going, because I've got 2 of these